video for y'all. Today it's a little bit of a Transformer nerdy deep dive type of thing, but hopefully y'all enjoy it too. I noticed that some of my Transformer videos actually do fairly well on here, so again, hey, that's awesome. I like Transformers, so it's great to see that y'all are interested in something that I'm interested in, or at least to watch it. You know, that's awesome. That's cool. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is a bit of a deep dive, like I said. Oh shoot, I believe it was about 10 to 13 years ago-ish that there's a YouTube channel. It's still around, but they started up, like I said, about 10 to 13 or so years ago. It's called Smoov, Ngsmoov. And this was a team up of two friends that were both Transformer fans, and they would go back and re-edit clips of the original animated series and revoice them to make comedies out of it. And okay, some of y'all may or may not know, some of my long-time Transformer fans know that in the 1986 movie, Optimus Prime was killed off, and in the third season of the Transformers original animated series, he was brought back. What this YouTube channel did, like I said, led by Randall Ing and Dr. Smoov. I can't remember his real name at the moment, but like I said, I'll try and remember to put a link down below to the video that I'm referencing. They came up with the Rude Awakening of Optimus Prime, a parody of the Return of Optimus Prime. And in this, they made a whole bunch of different references. There's some, it's humorous. There's some adult language in it, but it's funny as heck, in my opinion. Well, in the video, Optimus is brought back to life, and he's trying to lead an attack against the Decepticons, and he's trying to take stock of which Autobots are still around and still functioning that haven't been killed off. And he's going down the list, and he sees Bumblebee, who was badly injured, and he was rebuilt. Now, instead of being a yellow Volkswagen Beetle, he's a gold Volkswagen Beetle. So in this parody, Optimus is like, hey, that's who you'll be from now on. Goldbug, which is the actual name of the character that Bumblebee was rebuilt into as a Gold Beetle. It was really called Goldbug. He talks to his old friend. He's a old-time war veteran from the battles on Cybertron. He's a grumpy old man. And he's like, man, I wish at my age that I could feel like a gold bug. All I feel like is a piece of shit. Because he's old, he's tired, he's wore out, he's tired of fighting for millions of years. So Optimus looks at him and says, okay, Cup, because that's his name, is Cup, short for pickup, because he turns into a pickup truck. It's like, okay, Cup, that's who you'll be from now on. Shit piece. And he's like, wait, nope. No. Optimus, nope, shut up. You're shit piece from now on. this was a huge joke within the Transformer community for years. Well, come along years later when the third party or aftermarket scene was just starting up. An aftermarket party decided to honor that joke. Now, the original Cup Transformer toy was originally released, and right after the movie. Then, like 6 months, a year later, they decided to refresh it because they were introducing a new line, or a new subline in the Transformers called Target Masters, where you had the main robot, and he also came with a little gun that turned into another little robot. The story was that, the main regular character robot had this gun that could think for itself, so therefore it could aim better and shoot at the Decepticons better. And the Decepticons had their version and came back and, fought against the Autobots. Well, what this third-party company called Master Shooter Collectibles did was they made a third-party Target Master for a Cup figure, and they called it, I don't know if you can see that totally right, there we go, no reflection, Shot Piece, in reference to, of course, the parody of Shit Piece. And this was Cup's Target Master character that they made on their own. As you can see, he's a little robot character there. And I managed to pick this up about 2 years ago in Dallas at a vintage toy shop for, I believe it was about 20 bucks. These go, if I remember correctly, for about 50-ish these days, just for this one little character, this one little guy, because this is about 15-20 years, well, not that long, maybe about 10 or so years old, give or take. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. But this was made to reference that joke of Cup being called Shit Piece. They made his little Target Master partner and named him Shot Piece. Now, the cool thing that the Master Shooter Collectibles did, they included a little bio on the back here. It says, Shot Piece is as cantankerous as they come. Maybe more so than his partner. It's kind of hard to read because the background on here, they didn't do so great. Constantly... What? Constantly has to take little blue cogs for his broken barrel. Come on, you know what that means. But they, unfortunately, rarely last more than 8 hours. Come on. Again, everybody gets the adult joke there. Or at least I think you do. If you don't, leave me a comment. I'll try to explain it cleanly for you. Who doesn't particularly care for the game given to him by the leader of the automated robots. Again, because this is a third party, so they can't say Autobots, Decepticons, stuff like that. Who is a bit of a jerk and likes to rename bots on a whim. Again, a joking reference back to the original parody that we're talking about here today. He'll never use the phrase piece of shot to describe how he feels ever again. Bragging about his past conquests has become a defining trait of Shot Peace, as he loves to bore other bots with his old war stories. I think that's pretty darn funny. And one of the cool things, in my opinion, with Master Shooter Collectibles is that they made their packaging to where you can open it, take out the piece, handle it, pose it for some pictures, put it back in the packaging, and not mess up the packaging. I think that's cool. So, without further ado, here is a little Shot Piece in person. He's got a little painted face there. He's got his little arms that he can actually bend at the elbow, which when Target Masters first came out, the official ones, the extent of their articulation was they could move their arm up and down, and they could move their leg up and down. That was pretty much it. This third-party company, Master Shooter Collectibles, is cool enough, because modern action figures have lots more points of articulation. They included that little arm bend at the elbow there. He's got his upper arm rotation. He can swing his arm out like that, swing it all around. He can actually turn his head and look different directions. He can not only kick his leg up, but he has a knee. Really cool, really poseable little figure. But the main draw of Shot Piece here is that he turns into Cup's gun, his Target Master partner. Now, there are no instructions with the figure on how to do that, but it's real simple. First off, you take and turn his head around there. On his back, there's the actual barrels of the gun. Just flip those up. Take and swing his legs around like that to where they bend over and come up, bending at the knee. Then there's these, really hard to see, but these little fins here on his arm that will slot into that little slot there on his leg. And that just helps to hold the little gun mode completely together. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get the little slots completely tabbed together, so it doesn't always work, but for the most part it does. And there he is in his little Target Master mode. Now you'll see he's got his handle back there, which some figures, that's just not long enough for them to get a grip on. So what they've included to go onto this clip here is this adapter part. And that just clips on like that, sits like that, and extends that little port down a little bit more. Not a whole lot. To me, that's not a really great extension. But let's see. Now, the extension is not going to work with this figure. So take that off. I tried it out without the extension earlier, but the figure itself does fit within the hand of the current Studio Series 86 Cup action figure that's available at retail at the time I'm filming this. So here you can have shit piece holding shot piece. In my opinion, it's a funny joke. It still cracks me up every time I watch the video. And Cup has his Target Master partner. In my opinion, super funny. I know, not everybody gets a joke. If you do, great. If you don't, great. You know, that's what fandoms are about, is having fun. Learning something new. Checking others out. See if there's something there for you. If there's not, hey, no worries. Because there's always something else. But that will wrap up my little story for today. My little review, I guess you would say. So from Nerd in Texoma, from Shit Piece and Shot Piece, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.